What's up, everybody? My name is Jason McCutcheon. I'm a wedding filmmaker myself, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about why I love to use zoom lenses on my gimbal when I shoot weddings, and why you might want to use it as well. For a lot of us, a gimbal is an essential tool for wedding filmmaking. And one of the questions I see the most online is, hey, what's the best lens to use on my gimbal for wedding filmmaking? So that's what this video is all about. It's about what I think is the best way to go for most wedding filmmakers when it comes to covering weddings. Now, this is by no means the only way to do it, and of course, you can use whatever lens you want. So in this video, I'm gonna outline why I think zoom lenses, specifically like a 24-70, or in this case, the 28-75 E-mount by Tamron, I wanna have you guys go to a real wedding with me, and we're gonna look at maybe some of the ways that I like to use a zoom lens on my gimbal. By the way, if you're a Sony shooter, this 28-75 is an excellent lens, and it's what we shot this entire day on, Sony a7S III, in this Tamron 28-75. Anyway, let's check out this wedding. So for this test, we are actually at a real wedding in Boston, and I'm gonna be showing you just some of the things I like to do with a zoom lens on a gimbal, some of the benefits. So we're gonna start out covering details, because right at the beginning of the day, I think you're gonna start to see why having a zoom lens and having the flexibility that you get on a lens like this really makes a big difference. So let's go. Well, we have a lot of options, and so we can shoot really wide flat lays and also get in really tight and use some of that compression to even enhance that parallax effect, which is basically that idea that the background looks closer than the foreground, and it's kind of that whooshy look. So we're gonna get some of that too with our details. So I'm looking at this shot right here, right? And I like this foreground of these trees, these flags, the logo of the hotel, the Boston Park Plaza. I don't like these cars right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna punch in just a little bit so I can see a lot of what I wanna see without seeing this car. So already I'm getting the benefits from the zoom lens. So now I'm gonna punch in all the way on their logo, and I'm gonna do a little sneaky sneak around this tree. Look at that, Boston Park Plaza, wowie zowie. One of the good things about having a zoom lens is this room is just the room people are using. So as you can see, there's all kinds of stuff that they're using, but I just punch in and I can hide all that stuff and I can get a nice shot of the dress. All right. One of my favorite times to actually have a zoom lens, and one of the things I love the most, is when we're heading over to a portrait session. And I love it because, A, you gotta travel light in weddings, and so I only gotta bring this to the portrait session, and I have a whole range of lens choices right at my fingertips. And I really love shooting telephoto on a gimbal, because then I get more of that accentuated parallax effect. And so we're gonna go do some portraits, and we're gonna do some wide stuff, we're gonna do some tight stuff, we're gonna get it all, so let's go. Zooming in there. I'll zoom out. As you can see, like, there's a lot of people here today. So having a zoom lens is really helpful because I can kind of work around where they need to shoot. I have a lot more options as opposed to just keep switching lenses if they need to shoot something, if they want to get close or get far away. So 28-75 coming in clutch. In general, as you can see, the zoom lens provides a ton of flexibility, which I really love. And of course, it looks great because not only do you have these wide shots, but you have these super compressed shots. And at weddings, I think that flexibility though is the key thing, because it's not just do you want compositional flexibility, you can do wides and tights, but also you need to be able to position your body in different places and really handle any situation and not get in photographer's way and accommodate for guests. And we're in a city wedding, so we're accommodating for all the people walking around. So I'm gonna do a couple of just nice establishing shots of this beautiful ceremony location right now. So right here, I'm using this foreground of these flowers plus 75mm focal length to get like extra compressed looking and really accentuate not only that action of the movement, which is obviously one of the great parts about a gimbal is the motion, right? And of course that foreground action as well. And yeah, could I do that without a zoom lens? Yeah, I could be swapping lenses, but right there I was shooting about 28. Right here, I'm shooting about 75, and I do that like that. And with weddings, speed is the name of the game. We went through that ceremony, it was beautiful. Now here we are at the reception. This is one of the times where I most love having this zoom lens, because we don't have a ton of time to shoot reception details, and I really like to have a good mix of super wide shots. As you can see, this is a really beautiful space. It's big, it's got big tall ceilings. You have subjects at the top and there's beautiful crystal chandeliers, and then you have subjects down below. These really beautiful tables, really tall florals, all that good stuff. But then of course you got beautiful stuff on the table. So whenever you're shooting wedding details, you got to show scope and close-up details. And when you only got like 10 minutes to cover it all before the guests walk in and destroy these tables, it helps to not have to switch lenses and do stuff like that. So we're gonna get all that stuff done right now. Multi-axis gimbal move, a little tilt. Ooh. I feel like when you shoot like something like this kind of wide and bring the space into the shot, it adds a lot more impact. Because when you just like zoom in on this, it looks kind of cheesy, but when you show it wide, it looks really nice. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Let us know if you agree, disagree, whatever you want to use on your gimbal. Drop it in the comments below, and of course, like, subscribe, and do all the YouTube stuff. It means the world to us. And as always, stick around Wedding Film School for the best free wedding filmmaking education on YouTube. Have a great day, guys.